Hi, I am Farasadka. Today we have invited Mr. Steve Mahoney, a candidate for mayor for Mississauga, and we have also invited a bunch of people from local community. They will ask questions and you will have your answers. Thanks, Mr. Mahoney, to be here with us. My first question is, why you are running for mayor? Why mayor?
Well, it's the first time in 36 years that we've had a race for mayor, of course. Hazel has been there for a long time and doing a good job. And I think we need someone with experience to take over the reins from her. Someone with a steady hand who can hit the ground running, so to speak, or pick up the baton, whatever analogy you want to use, so that we have someone who's capable of delivering for the citizens of Mississauga from day one. But my real motivation is for my kids and your kids and our grandchildren, so that they too can enjoy the kind of city that we've enjoyed. So they can build a family, buy a home, have a job, stay and live and work in Mississauga. It's turned out to be one of the greatest cities in Canada, and I want to keep it that way.
That's great, that's awesome, really. It sounds good. Question is, do you have any plans for Asian community?
Yeah, well, one of the things I've noticed in the last 6 or 7 months, it seems like a long time since I started campaigning, is that when I go out to meetings like this and I meet these people here, it's like looking at the face of a United Nations of Mississauga. And I see it everywhere I go. 53% of the people in our city were born somewhere else, many of them in Southeast Asia. And yet I don't see that reflected in the employment levels at the city itself. Within the police, the fire department, and what I call the mothership of Mississauga, the city. So I think we need to have job fairs in the schools to encourage all the young people from the various multicultural communities. We're the most diverse city in Canada, without a doubt. And we need to reflect that at the employment levels in our city. I also think in the senior levels of administration we need to have a reflection of that, and it's not there. They're simply all, frankly, white and mostly men, some women of course, but I think we just need to reflect the population better and respect the fact that we have tremendous talent within the Southeast Asian community and within every community really, and we're not making use of it. I also want to revert back to a committee system where we have citizens on standing committees, and I would like people from all diverse cultures to participate in that.
Yeah, it's true.
I want to create a standing committee on diversity, and so that we can reach out to everyone around the city and just make everyone more inclusive to make this an even better city.
Oh, that's great. In Pakistan, we have women who are running small industry business.
Right.
So, do you have any idea? Can you think any plan for in the future to help them, like to bring their handicrafts or their small industries products here, or not only for Pakistan but other countries also, like India, we are talking about diverse.
Right.
This is a multicultural city, and so do you have any plan for that?
I've been to both India and Pakistan with a very good friend when I was in Ottawa as an MP, Sarmita Bolte, and her goal was to deal with help women entrepreneurs. And I agree with Sam, we call her Sam for short, that there's a lot of talent and women need a hand up, and we need to get rid of that glass ceiling that sort of keeps women down, and particularly women of color, women of multicultural communities. So they've got a double barrel problem. They're discriminated against because of their race and also their gender. When I look at the fire department as an example, there are 600 firefighters, there's only 23 women.
Yeah.
I think we need to correct that, and the chief agrees that we need to correct that imbalance.
It's true. It's true.
So there's things we can do in the city. We can be proactive, progressive. We can help women. We can help people of all different multicultural communities in Mississauga to grow and to prosper and to be part of our great mosaic.
So you have plans for women and youth?
Oh, I do. I absolutely believe that our youth is, obviously that's our future. I want them to have the same opportunities that my wife and I have had. We moved here in 1969. We've raised 3 boys and they've given us 6 beautiful grandchildren. And I want them all to stay and live and work here in Mississauga. And, we need to create the jobs for them to stay. And that is my goal, inshallah, that we in fact create those jobs for our young people and for our women and our minorities so that they can prosper and enjoy life in the greatest city in Canada.
When I speak with someone about you or about elections, They used to say nowadays because of election we use these guys, afterward we will not able to meet them.
You know, one of the knocks against politicians is that we only come around at election time. But the reality is that after the election over, we have a lot of work to do. But I pledge to you that I will be available. You will be able to meet with me. I will be able to come and meet with you. I think it's important that you have a direct relationship with your elected official. And as your mayor, I look forward to coming to your events and coming to your homes and you coming to my office so that we have a good two-way dialogue. I believe we can do this both in person and electronically, and I think we have a system in place today with the technology that we have where we can make that way two-way communication even stronger. You will hear from me after just as much as you're hearing from me before.
Steve, do you want to say something to your voters? Any special message?
My message to the voters of Mississauga is that this is the most historic election in 36 years, and on the 27th of October, which is not very far away, you're going to have an opportunity to help make that history. I hope you will all vote. Unfortunately, only 30 to 35% of people vote in municipal elections, and yet it is the most important level of government that influences your everyday life. So I encourage you to vote. I sincerely hope you will vote for me to be your mayor, Steve Mahoney, but I want you to vote and make sure that the democratic process is fair and open and that everyone has a chance to have their say. God bless all, and I look forward to being your mayor after the 27th, inshallah, and hopefully that you will support me going forward, because it's really not just about me, it's about us. It's about building this city together and making it even stronger. Thank you very much.
We are trying to give you the information and awareness so that you can make the right choice. I think everybody knows Steve Mahoney. I think everybody knows this.
Particularly of the last council, Ron was part of this, but I'm not so sure I would have gone north-south if I had been part of that discussion. I think east-west is the goes across the floor. So you'll be able to go from the Port Credit Go Station up to the property role models. We have many families who live in a shelter, or I live in Hawaii, or whatever, would think of Canada as open as long as So here's the real question is, should we secede from the region?
We're seeing a lot of unrest in our community here, and we're seeing a lot of racial.
Together. That's what we need to foster. We don't need self-defense classes. We need to be 30 years ago. And
First of all, I just want to thank you everyone for coming in, and I want to thank you, Dr. Farad, for arranging such a big and nice and generous event to provide us a platform, our community a platform to meet our future leaders and raise our concerns. Just want to make sure one thing, that this event is not necessarily to let people to support one particular candidate. It's actually to support the community and bring the community out to the leaders, to our future leaders, and let them know what are our concerns, and just to hear them, just to see what they want to say to us and how they feel about our concerns and issue, so we can make informed decision that who we want to see in future ruling us and being our leader. What I would say is just please take part in this kind of event, because these are necessary. We need to make informed decision. We should not just go by hearsays that this is happening, that's happening, what's going on, who's good, who's bad. There are a lot of rumors out there. Better it is to meet these people, and I want to just thank you, Dr. Farad, for giving us this opportunity to organize and host this event at her beautiful place and giving us a chance to meet with Steve Mahoney and raise our questions and concerns. And he did very well. He answered many questions, and I think we had a good interaction. I would like to say that, thank you very much once again for everyone for coming in, and who could not come. Please join us next time in near future.
I'd like to thank Dr. Farad Sasadka and her children, the brightest of the children that I have come across. I'm most impressed with the way she's handled this evening today, and it's a message for this government. If you bring someone in, if you brought someone in, you must make sure he is a part and not a part, an essential or integral part of this community.
Assalamu alaikum, and first of all, I would like to say thank you to Dr. Farhad Sadika for providing this opportunity to have this event and to talk to Steve Mohini, who's basically a candidate for Mississauga mayor race. This was absolutely a very good platform to talk to him, to get to know his views about issues going on, particularly being a community member from South Asian community and in general, and also as a Pakistani expat here. I would say we do have our own issues, we do have our own say, and this is about time that our voice should be heard. And this was a very good opportunity to know him, to get to know his views and on different issues related to community, related to Mississauga in general. And the only thing I want to say at this point is that Mississauga at this point needs a cohesive leadership. And the way he has addressed all these issues, and with the way he has actually spoken on all these things, all these issues, I would say I can see a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you very much. Go ahead and vote for whatever you want to vote for.
So my message, personal message on behalf of this platform that has been created by Dr. Farhad Sadka and her children. I'm most impressed. I'm very, very happy to be a part of this organization. And my message is please try finding a solution for those who come from outside and they get given the opportunity to become a part of your great nation. Thank you very much indeed.
I hope we were able to deliver you valuable information. See you in the next interview. Thank you.